And here we are back with Satoshi, and having gone through everything previously, we are back here. So, I'm not sure if I have to read this, but I am going to read it again, just in case. And finally pick this up. There's a bloodstained cassette on the floor. It seems to be from a digital video camera. Pick it up. Acquired mini DV tape. The label reads Kibiki Research Data 1, 2005, 11/19. Kibiki. Yes? Damn. Looks like I'm locked in. Oh god. Ugh, her eyes are so cloudy. She looks like a dead fish. Okay, I'm really not sure how to respond to that. Happiness and unhappiness are linked. Whenever one attempts to gain good fortune with little effort, there is always a risk. What are you trying to say? You and your friends have become trapped in the school because you performed the Sachiko Ever After charm and messed it up. Sachiko, you mean that paper doll thing we all did? How do we mess it up? One of you chanted the phrase too many times or too few. The number of participants determines the number of repetitions that must be spoken. Well, like I said, I managed to get it 7 times in before Ayumi interrupted me. And somebody goofed. You said it exactly 9 times, right? You have to say it 1 time for every person present, no more nor less, or the charm will fail. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. I remember saying it 9 times. So, did someone else mess up? And is that why? No. No, I'm not going to start placing blame. This wasn't anyone's fault. Well, except for Ayumi's for, making everyone do it to begin with. It may have been on purpose. One of your friends probably thought the whole thing was silly and just didn't bother to even count. Or maybe a misguided member of your group didn't want the fun to end and knowingly flubbed the charm in a vain attempt at prompting a do-over. No. Even if it wasn't on purpose, some of your friends have a tendency to not take things very seriously, no? It's not inconceivable that they'd mess up. And just say, oh well, let's not look I'll ever be found out. Without even realizing that their actions would ultimately doom you all. No one's owned up to it, right? Not a single one of your friends has said to you, I screwed up, I'm so very sorry. Shut the hell up already! My apologies. I've proposed far too many likely scenarios, it seems. Perhaps it's the nature of my job. I have long since abandoned my writings, after all. You do still have your scrap of paper doll. Be sure you hang on to that, and hang on tight. Treat it like a memento. A memento of those who are dear to you. Sorry to cut this short, but I'm in a bit of a hurry here. I seem to have gotten separated from my little sister, and there are still some other people I need to find too. Such concern for your friends, and all the impulses that go with it, spurring the heart into action. It's a truly noble sentiment. That's all charms really are, you know. They represent one's regards for other people, They are like microcosms of the soul. Whether it'll be love or hate, all you need is a truly strong emotion to set them off. The stronger it is, the more powerful the charm. Splend. Man's hook. Wait, hold on. What are you... Frigid Sui ball. Just body's on fire. Stop this! Ball, Sui frigid, hook mansplained. Continued in Chapter 4. Awesome! So I got through Chapter 3. I'm still not sure what the caramel stuff does. But one thing I'm definitely going to do is I'm not going to have Satoshi carry it. Then we'll see what happens when I go through the game then. Extra Chapter 2, Meeting of the Minds, Achievement Unlocked, Brothers and Sisters. Wait, no, I don't want to continue. I guess this place does seem pretty unpredictable. We'll make sure we proceed with caution. Thank you for the warning. Ominous though that may be. Okay. Also, I'm missing 2 bodies. Oh, wait. Let me grab this. What if I follow her immediately? I really appreciate the offer you got, but I'd much rather you keep it. You're not the only one who is worried here after all. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you either, you know? Okie dokie.
うるさいな。俺だって今考えてるんだ。しまった。
What's wrong with me? What good will upsetting her do? I don't know, maybe it'll finally teach her that people can't baby her for the rest of her life. Maybe she'll, like, grow up. You heard me say that to my little sister, she'd smack me upside the head.
悪い言うか。俺も怖くてさ。
But you hurt my feelings. Yeah, that happens in life.
すまん。死ぬこともあるんだって。本物の死体を見て動揺しちまったんだ。
お兄ちゃん、やっぱり怖がりさん。
He's staring right into my eyes. I can't move. My body, my legs, they're moving on their own. The spirit of the little boy stares at you with wide eyes and mouth agape, and he has no tongue. It was only a few short seconds between the moment Satoshi fell and the moment he hit the ground, and there was really nothing he could do to prevent it. After all, he had no control when he inched his way towards certain doom, and he certainly had no control once gravity took over. Without even time to gasp in grim realization, he impacted upon the uneven floorboards below and could feel his innards exploding outward. Yet he remained conscious for somewhere between a couple seconds and a minute before his life officially came to an end. Staring up at the hole in the ceiling, just as his vision began to dim for the final time, he saw his little sister Yuka, who had jumped in after him. I hope she landed on top of him. Chapter 3, Wrong and 1-4. Sweet! That's all the bad endings and the good ending then. Okay, I looked up the guide on how to find the last two bodies. I know where one of them is, but I wouldn't have known how to get that. So, on one of the shelves, I see a piece of floorboard that someone seems to have pried up. Take it. And we have the loose board. So now we can go back to where I saw that body with the clothes on. It was here. Place the loose board. It's an extraordinarily tiny corpse. In its hand is a school printout with some text written on the back in felt-tip pen. Daddy, I want to go back to Higanso. Distant Futures Elementary School Class 4-3 Kanao Yukimura. Are even elementary schoolers here? What a wretched fate. How on earth did you get caught up in this mess? So that's the 15th out of 16th. Withered away from dehydration, age 9. And the other body we're missing is one that I have talked to, but it was another one of those cases of you need to talk to it twice for it to actually count as checking the ID. And I guess since the last body we're missing is a Byakudon High School one, I'm pretty sure you can guess which one it is. It's the one that they talk about later. Hang on, I'm gonna read this just in case. So, the guide, the guide says that you either have to talk to the body a second time, or you get it, after you have the crystal. That's why I'm getting the crystal right now. So just in case, whichever one it is, talking to the corpse a second time, or talking to the corpse after you have the crystal. But first things first, I'm gonna try to talk to the corpse again. Byakudon Senior High School Class 2-4, Yamamoto Mitsuki. Back slashed open with edged weapon, bled out, age 17. Considering what we know what Kizami does to the other guy, Kurosaki, later, I'm pretty sure we can guess how she died. Either way, we have all the endings for this chapter, and we have all of the bodies. So, let's go to... Oh wow. Let's go to chapter 4. 5 bad endings and a preceding ending. View the chapter 4 opening. Yes, please.
いいよ。僕、自分で洗う。男の子が前を隠すな。なんだよ。そりゃ、そりゃ、そりゃ。なに？かわいいの、かわいいの。おれおれ。
Oh god. When you said there were no secrets in this bathroom, I didn't think you were going to talk about that. My sister just gave me a boner.
So? 言ったら甘えん坊？違うよ。違うけど。大人になったね、ゆう。お姉ちゃんの気持ちまで考えてくれてるのかな。でもゆうはね、まだ甘えてもいい年なんだよ。もう少し力抜いていいからね。 泣いた泣いた。やっぱり子供だ。おっぱいす。
Oh God.
言うな。ゆう、いい子だね。いつまでもずっと。
Seriously, I think that kid is at the stage where you stop bathing with him. Especially if he expresses it himself.
姉ちゃん、今日遅いな。一緒に父ちゃんサプライズの準備するって言ってたのに。早く帰ってこないかな。うわっ、なんだ、台風かな。変な天気。まゆちゃん。
なに、もう遅刻しそう。
今日で最後の投稿ね。しっかり皆さんにお別れを言ってらっしゃいね。
Oh, right. For a second there, I was mistaking Mayu for Naomi.
うん。
ごめんなさいね。お父さんの転勤のせいで。
いいの、私は。
お父さんがもっと会社に抗議でもすればよかったんだけど、お父さんどうしても無理だって言うから。
Technically, he could have gone get a
あな
different
た
job,
が了
but
解してくれたからいいようなものの。お父さんは本当に私たち家族のことを考えようとしてくれない人だから。
if he only cares about his work and not family, why don't you tell him you go transfer there, then we're just gonna stay here, since he obviously doesn't care, according to you.
私はお父さんとお母さんが揉めないでいてくれるならそれでいいの。ここはあれ、私一人。しげに先生、篠崎さん、確かみんなと学園祭のやだ。
Stop it, Mayu, don't succumb to panic.
こういう時は深呼吸して何かおまじないを思い出すの。そうだ、さっきの篠崎さんのみんなとまた会えるおまじないはあれない。 の調子も悪いや。前言ったら緊張するとすぐ胃腸に来るんだから。あっ何今の子たち、あの部屋に覗いてみようかな。
ここは本館か。夢から覚めてもまた悪夢か。
Okay, I have that. Okay. Oh, Naomi's vomit. Someone seems to have vomited and lost control of the bowels here. Yuka.
誰かいるのか。今の声は。
Admit it, you hate your friends. Eventually you'll all kill each other.
ナオミ、大丈夫か。おい。ナオミ。あれはナオミの携帯じゃないか。
Answer the phone.
もしもし、なんなんだ。いい加減にしてくれよ。
Can't just leave it though. Acquired Naomi's cell phone. Naomi always uses this to text with Seiko during class. Seems like such a distant memory now. No talking about this? Okay. There's a pair of broken eyeglasses on the ground. It's full of stagnant water that clearly has nowhere to go. The drain must be totally clogged. But with what? It's full of dirty human hairs with a thin white film of mold around each and every one of them. Even turning the handle all the way, not a drop of water from the faucet. The smell of ammonia is almost staggering. The door is shut and locked. There's no indication that anyone's outside.
大変だったんだから。びっくりしたんだよ。
Numerous teeth are floating in the stagnant water, many with gum still attached. There's a thick crust of mold and mildew formed around the edge of the mirror. Just being near it would make anyone diseased.
でね、聖子聞いてよ。何？
There's a nauseating smell emanating from the drain.
振り向いたらね、キシヌマがサトシのまた触ってんのよ。マジ？ちょっと燃える。
Door is shut and locked.
それ見た私、なんかキシヌマをぶん殴ってやりたくなってさ。ナオミ、何それ？ジェラシー？わかんないけど、その後あの二人すんごい喧嘩してたよ。ウケる。私も見たかったよ。いや、見てないからそんなこと言えるんだよ。そうかな。実際見たら引くよ。絶対。男子ってほんとバカだよね。可愛いんだけど。そんなこと言って、ナオミ、持田君のことが好きでたまらないのね。
誰かいるのか。
You sense a presence behind the stall door.
Naomi, バカ、何やってるんだ。
What do I do? What do I do?
首を絞めるロープを緩めなければ。待ってろ。しっかりしろ。
Why couldn't Naomi do this to Seiko earlier?
今、首のロープ。ナオミ、ナオミ。
Whatever was in that bucket must have been pretty damn corrosive. The bottom gave way under the combined weight of me and Naomi just as I was starting to lift her to safety. We both came crashing down, but I'm the only one who made it all the way to the floor. Naomi was dropped back into her noose with such force that it instantly snapped her brittle neck. The tiny spark of life she had left in her was suddenly and unceremoniously extinguished. And it's my fault. I killed her with my own bare hands.
Few minutes前、いつもの教室で笑っていた友達がこんな薄暗い個室で死体になって吊り下がっている。ただ恐ろしかった。その事実が怖かった。気がつくと俺は必死で駆け出していた。ただその場から、死体から離れたかった。腕に絡みついたあの感触を振り、そう、なかったことにしたかったんだ。これは夢だ。現実のはずがない。だが、錯乱状態はすぐに解け、俺は ナオミ、すまない。お前を助けてやれなかった。俺のせいだ。俺はどうすればいい？篠原、お前まで。くそ、なんだよ、なんだよ。なんでこんなことになるんだ。
It's the body of Seiko Shinohara. Her usual bright, cheery expression is nowhere to be seen. Realization suddenly hits that it will never be seen again. It's the body of Naomi Nakashima. Her eyes are open but empty. There is no trace of life left to be seen. I thought it would be a bad end if I managed to not get her out in time. Yeah.
お前まで失ったら。
Yuka Kumada. Starved to death while searching for friend, age 17. I know.
廊下がない。なんだこれは。なんで壁が。さっきはこの先に別館が。なんだよこれ。ゆかいい加減にしてくれよ。喪失感に打ちひしがれた俺は立ち上がる気力をなくし、その場にただ座り込んでいた。どれほどの時間が経っただろうか。突然校舎が大きく揺れ始めた。また地震か。しゃがんでても仕方がないか。ゆか、きっと助けに行くぞ。何でもいい。別館へ行く方法、手がかりを探すんだ。
Mom, mine. Is the body of a high schooler. Whoever it is seems to have only just died mere hours, minutes, or even moments ago. Hinamasa Kojima Amasaki West Senior Private School. Attempted to drink own blood, bled to death. Age 17. There's a yellow sheet of notebook paper on the floor next to the body. The shakiness of the lettering and contents of the memorandum suggests that its writer was on the verge of death well before a pen touched paper. I need water so badly. I'm hungry, sure, but I can deal with hunger. It's the thirst I can't stand. The other guy I was with, Satoshi Matsubara. He tried drinking that filthy tap water from the sink in the bathroom. But he threw it all up almost immediately and burned his chest and throat so badly that he wound up dying. I've tried to think outside the box, even going so far as to drink my own spit. But needless to say, it didn't help matter what's in the bit. My tongue's so swollen at this point that I can't even talk. Ironically, it's been pouring outside since we got here. If only I could have found a way to gather some of that rainwater, Satoshi might still be alive. It's almost as if someone's playing a cruel joke on me, showing me more water than I've ever seen before, but putting it just outside my reach. Somebody wrote that there's a whole other wing at the school that exits through an outdoor walkway, but I never found it. As a last resort, I'm going to try drinking my own blood. My name is Hiromasa Kojima. I'm an 11th grader in Class 2-4 at Amasaki West High. If anyone reading this ever makes it out of here alive, please, tell my family. Tell my father what happened to me. I don't want to be a missing person for the rest of his life. I hate the idea of him always wondering where I went, if I'm even still alive. It seems to continue, but the rest of it is completely drenched in blood, rendering it totally illegible. Drank contaminated water, died vomiting, age 16. Ooh. Kill. Curse. Hurts. Sister hate. It's a horribly decayed corpse with an absolutely rancid odor. Someone's cell phone is lying on the ground. Acquired Seiko's cell phone. Seiko seemed to have been in the middle of texting someone when she dropped her phone. The text entry window is still open. While confirming the phone's owner, Satoshi wound up inadvertently reading the whole thing. I'm sorry, Shinohara. I really didn't mean to. Found in the hallway, seems Seiko was writing a text message to Naomi when she dropped it. I did find that video cassette in the other building. Satoshi removes the tape from his bag and rereads the label. Kibiki Research Data 2005-11-19. It might hold some important information if only we had some way of watching it. Fingers crossed, I guess. Can't read that. You're gonna be one of those bastards. You're gonna be one of those bastards. Oh, if only I'd been able to save Naomi. Though I'm also having the idea that you can't save her.
なんだ落ち着いてくれ大丈夫か前歯が折れてる尋常じゃないな俺は如月学園2年の持田って言うんだけど君は
私は白檀高等学校の2年桐崎東子
I'll be sure to keep you away from Kizami.
そうか君はどうしてここにイン
ターネットにあったみんなここに
おまじないか
最初みんなで友達の一人がゆうやがおかしくなって急に友達を階段から蹴り落として笑いながらその死体をもてあそび始めたの私 必死に逃げてきた。
なんてことだ。
みんな狂っちゃうんだ。誰も信用できない。離れろ。向こうへ行け。離れろ。
Okay.